Good day, I am Maria V. Alamba. So, our topic is all about ecoliteracy. In many places, people are struck and devastated by various natural disasters, locally, nationally, and globally. Thus, disaster preparedness and risk management have been the targets of the government and educational institutions through various plans and programs. In this case, environmental awareness has to be reiterated and strengthened in schools and integrated in the curriculum, while everyone has to be oriented on taking care of and sustaining the environment through ecoliteracy practices. Ecoliteracy and sustainable development is the ability to understand the natural systems that make life on Earth possible. To be ecoliterate means understanding the principles of organization of ecological communities, ecosystem, and using those principles for creating sustainable human communities. Ecologically literate person and society. An ecologically literate person translates this understanding into action that demonstrate conscious efforts to minimize negative impacts on our life-sustaining system and maximize volume contribution to our collective well-being, now and for the future generations. Ways to develop ecoliteracy in schools. Number 1. Develop empathy for all forms of life. By recognizing the common needs we share with all organisms, we can extend our empathy to consider the quality of life of other life forms, feel genuine concern about their well-being, and act on that concern. Number 2. Embrace sustainability as a community practice. By learning the wondrous ways that plants, animals, and the other living things are independent, students are inspired to consider the role of interconnectedness within their communities and see the value in strengthening those relationships by thinking and acting cooperatively. Number 3. Make the invisible visible. If we strive to develop ways of living that are more life affirming, we must find ways to make visible the things that seem invisible by using web based tools such as Google Earth, Google Guide, and Food apps. Well, some of these days we have GPT, Chat GPT, and also we have this called Brainly. That sites will help us enlighten more that make the visible invisible visible. 4. Anticipate unintended consequences. Teachers can teach students strategies for anticipating unintended consequences. These include precautionary principle that when an activity threatens to have a damaging impact on the environment or human health, precautionary action should be taken. Another strategy is to shift from analyzing a problem by reducing it to its isolated components, to adopting a system thinking perspective that examines connections and relationships among various components of the problem. Number 5. Understand how nature sustains life. Ecoliterate people recognize that nature has sustained life for long that resulted to turning to nature when their teachers imbibe 3 crucial tenets to ecoliterate living. Number 1. Ecoliterate people learn from nature that all living organisms are complex and interconnected that inhabit a particular place for survival. Number 2. Ecoliterate people tend to be more aware that systems exist on various levels of scale. And lastly, number 3. Ecoliterate people collectively practice a way of life and fulfills the needs of the present generation while simultaneously supporting nature's inherent ability to sustain life in the future. The 7 environmental principles of nature. 1. Nature knows best. 2. All forms of life are important. 3. Everything is connected to everything else. 4. Everything changes. 5. Everything must go somewhere. 6. Ours is a finite earth. Lastly, 7. Nature is beautiful and we are stewards of God's creation.
Good morning, Mom. Good morning, classmates. My name is John Louis Paglinawan, and today I assigned to tackle about towards a green school and educational for sustainable development. School play a great role in development of academics, but also environmental ethics and care for natures among students. So we have a concept and a background of a green school. So what is the concept and background of a green school? So the concept of a green school refers to an educational institution that prioritizes environmental sustainability and ecological responsibility in its design, operation, curriculum, and overall ethos. The green school concept reflects a broader societal shift towards recognizing the importance of sustainable living and environmental consciousness, with education playing a pivotal role in shaping future generations' attitudes and behaviors towards the environment. A green school adheres to the following precepts. So, we have 3 precepts. So first, learning about the environment. It focuses mainly on acquisition of knowledge and understanding of surroundings and related issues. So second, learning through the environment. It refers to the process of learning while being engaged with environment inside and outside the classroom. So the last one, learning for the environment. It aims at developing an informed response and responsibilities towards the environment beyond acquisition of skills and knowledge. And now, let's proceed to understanding green curriculum. For a curriculum to be green, it must include the following aspects. So, we have 5 aspects. First, environment is encompassing, multidisciplinary and dynamic, has scientific, social, economic, political, and technological dimensions. The second one is being holistic. A green curriculum views environment as all that is around and aims to give a better understanding of the way the world functions, its operation, its alteration because of the actions of human race and its consequences. The third aspect, it is holistically addresses sustainable concerns such as protections and conservations of natural resources, traditions, cultures and heritage, safety and security, physical and emotional assurance, health and sanitation issues, concerns for equity and justice, and interconnections between and among natural, social, physical, and cultural environments. The fourth aspect, requires a teaching learning approach where students are provided time and space to explore different facts of environment and interconnect them. The last one, a green curriculum is a mutual concern of teachers and students. And that's all. Thank you.
I am Kincharis M. Malakit. Creating a green school. A green school is a school that creates a healthy environment conducive to learning while saving energy, environmental resources, and money. Therefore, a green school reduces environmental impacts and costs, which includes reducing energy and water use, cutting back on fossil fuels used in transportation, reducing waste headed to landfill, and protecting natural habitats. Second, it improves occupants' health and performance. Protecting students and teacher health includes ensuring a clean and healthy indoor environment in the school, as well as providing programs and services for good nutrition and physical activity. Paying attention to health in schools has an impact on well-being and learning. Third is increases environmental and sustainable literacy. Teaching students about sustainability and the environment gives them the tools they need to solve the global challenges we face now and in the future. Education that supports this type of literacy includes both curriculum and instructional practices that are interdisciplinary, place-based, and rooted in the context that uniquely surrounds each other's students. This education impacts students' understanding and actions. Those three pillars mentioned before are the measurable success metrics for green schools, and they make a real impact on both global sustainability and individual student and teachers' health. Characteristics of a green school. Green, healthy, and high-performing are the characteristics of green school that provides many benefits to the students, teachers, parents, and the community at large. First, it protects health. Asthma is the primary cause of poor school attendance, and schools with poor indoor air quality usually have numerous asthma precursors. Schools built with more daylighting, better ventilation, and healthy green building materials like non-VOC, carpets, and paints are healthier for students and staff and result in fewer sick days. Ecological living practices. It refers to adapting behavior and habits that minimize harm to the environment and promote sustainable living, such as reducing waste, conserving resources, and supporting biodiversity. So, ecological living is about protecting and preserving the environment of planet Earth through recognizing the uniqueness of its various ecosystem and species. Every individual habitat supports all manner of life. First perspective of ecological living practices is the inner ecology. It means that you need to become a catalyst of change to help co-create a better world and future. Care for and relate with non-human beings while spending time with nature. Make the most of sustainability crisis that forces us to learn, dream, think, design, act, and relate in a new ways. Then, join the rest around the world in becoming agents of sustainability. Nurture nature by taking care of our body and become aware of our natural body rhythms. Become more energy efficient and learn to recycle our own energy. Then, learn to compost our own waste and no need to dump this into others. Then, lastly, is you need to become aware of rights, needs, and well-being of future generation and explore how we can support this in our actions. The second perspective is the outer ecology. It means that we need to educate ourselves about the resources that we or our family and or the organizations utilize to fulfill and sustain our needs. Then, reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycle. Being aware of the real price of goods and services that we use. Cheap products often have hidden costs. Example, the cost of child labor, animal cruelty, or degradation of ecosystem. Then, you need to find out any child labor practices or natural resources that were sacrificed in the process of producing products and services. Then, recycle green water, collect and use rainwater, create an organic vegetable garden, compost organic waste, and use the compost in the garden. Create a garden with a balance of endemic or indigenous plants to support local wildlife like animals, insects, ferns, and plants. Then, create a roof garden or a green roof as a natural air conditioning. Then, buy organic and local products as much as possible. And lastly, support local businesses and organizations that care for our planet. Integrating ecological literacy into the curriculum. Integrating ecological literacy into the curriculum is essential for fostering environment awareness and responsibility among students. By integrating, there are some strategies that schools can equip students with the knowledge and skills needed to address pressing ecological challenges.